Hey everybody, it's me, Mr. D, Mr. D's classroom. Let me open this up a little bit so I can see you. Today, I want to talk to you guys about your discharging of your debts. I'm getting a lot of calls about how they're being ignored. You know, you get the coupons and you fill those out, you send them in, and you think it's going to happen right away, and it just doesn't. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes it takes a couple months. Sometimes it happens right away. But what I want to talk to you guys about is what do you do when they don't reply or when they just ignore your presentments? Well, if you've never done anything before, if you've never challenged them, they may look at you as like, who is this guy? He's not going to do anything. They want to make sure that you know what you're doing. So when you're ignored, you got a couple things you can do. One, what I usually do is I do a private administrative process on the company. So you to get them to respond, you got to hit them in their pockets. You got to hit them where the money is. And if they're losing money, they're going to listen to you. So what you need to do is a private administrative process. That's 3 letters that you send out to the corporations. Now, I like to send mine, you do the corporations, or you can go directly to the credit bureaus. And that's what I do. A lot of times I go right to them and I'll say, excuse me, prove to me that that my credit report is correct, that I haven't paid these debts. And when you do your private administrative process and you get that coupon and you pay that debt, it's done. It is done because that's how our laws are set up. House Joint Resolution 192 and Public Law 73-10 says that is done because there is no money, so you can't pay with silver and gold because you don't have it. They took that away in 1933. So what you want to do is every company has a bond and every company is insured. So what you want to do is find out who they're insured with. And don't do a complaint because the moment you try to complain about something, they take that complaint and throw it away. What you want to do is a claim. You want to file a claim against their bond or against their insurance company. That's where you want to go. And usually you'll get a response from an insurance company. And most of the time they settle up. So the process that you want to go through is first you send one letter and you'll say, okay, here's the problem. We need to fix this. So this is what I suggest. So get back to me within 10, 15 days. The minimum is 10 days because they give you get 3 days to send a letter, 3 days for them to respond, and then 3 days to send it, 3 days to respond, and 3 days for them to send it back. And then 1 day is a weekend. So they give you 10 days total. So if they don't respond within those 10 days, I usually give a little bit more, but minimum is 10 days unless you're dealing with the federal government. Then that's like 21. But so you send that first letter. They don't respond. You send a second letter, which is a default letter with an opportunity to cure. So in other words, that second letter states that, okay, look, maybe you lost the letter, maybe you didn't see it, but here's the second letter. You need to respond to this because you owe me or whatever it is, and I want to settle this. Let's get this thing settled. If you do not respond to me point by point, and you put down all the things that you want them to answer, and it has to, you put proof that we do not have a valid contract, proof, things like that. So once you get done with that, give them another 10, 15 days, whatever you want to do, at minimum 10 days. You don't hear from within 10 days. Now you send them your judgment. You say, okay, you didn't respond to my first one. You didn't respond to my second one. Now this is acquiescence. By not responding, you have acquiesced and you agree that everything I stated in my first 2 letters are true and is a fact. And now you say, we have a contract. And then I give them another chance. In that last letter, I said, unless you rebut this last letter within 7 days, then this is a contract and it stands as true. And then I say, I'm going to file this into the courts to get, a judgment. But you have what they call, it's already a judgment. You have a private judgment because you've gone through this. They haven't responded. So how are you going to be able to get your remedy? And that's through this process. So then sometimes you can file into a court and ask a judge to give you a writ. You know, another way, put a lien on this person or the company. And that's what you do. You have to find a way to enforce this, because now, you know, because there's so many people just sending things in, the IRS gets backed up and they're like, you know what, half of the stuff we just throw out because I've seen these people before and they never do anything, you know, so we can throw this stuff out. We ain't worried about them. Well, they don't do that with me because I've dealt with them for so long. So anyway, I hope this helps a little bit, but just keep in mind when you do any type of private administrative process, or when you say you want to discharge a debt or even discharge as child support, you have to contract with them. You have to send them 3 letters, make sure they're certified, and then you have witnesses there. That's your certification is your witness. And then you submit that to the court. You can do a miscellaneous court case and have that. And there's a whole process to it. But, you know, I just want to give you guys some hope on how to do this. I get so many calls about this, and sometimes I've helped people, and I'm getting to the point where I can't just keep helping people without paying, because it's getting ridiculous now. So I've got to, you know, if you want me to help you, I suggest you try it for yourself, because you have to learn how to do this, and then you won't rely on me. But if you need my help, you go to my website, Mr.D's and you can sign up right there. And yes, I'm going to charge you if I have to do it, because now I'm getting to the point, man, I have no time, and people are stealing my time. And then I'm trying to pay a brother, you know, so I don't operate that way, you know. So this is what we're going to do. My name, Mr. D, Mr. D's Classroom. You guys know how to contact me because you're on this website. I'm on this video. So check out the information in the video and hit me up. Remember, happiness is a choice. So choose to be happy. And you are whatever comes after I am. All right. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.